So Kitty here is for some odd reason a giant, and since I'm a stickler for scale, I figured I'd spend some time shortening her. I started off with the most obvious fix, the legs. I had some spider-gwen fodder laying around, so I popped off both pair of legs at the hips and just straight up swapped them. After that, I heated up the lower legs just below the knees and swapped them so I didn't have to paint the boots. Removing limbs like this is really easy, just make sure you've heated up the parts for a minute or so before you attempt it. When you've aligned the pin through all the holes, give it a nice squeeze with some pliers and you're all set. Note that after heating up Kitty's legs for that long, the glue that holds the barbell hip joints in place gave in. I just put some super glue in there and it got back to normal. Now, I could have stopped there since I shaved off a few millimeters already, but there were a couple of other ways I could use to shorten her further, cause every little bit matters. As you can see, her head sits super high on the neck. I decided to make the hole deeper, so I measured out the neck ball with a drill bit and just drilled straight up her head. Next up, I figured I could make the upper body sit lower on the lower body, so once again I heated the figure up and measured out a hole to deepen the pinhole, but I also used my trusty rotor tool and shaved away plastic on the inside to give more clearance. I would also like to bring to attention how much more fluid the back sculpt looks now with no awkward gaps. With all the shortening done, I noticed that her head in general just sat really far forward, so I shaved away more of the inside of the head and formed a new ball socket by putting some hot glue in the back of her head. I also sculpted the hair a bit further down to fill out the neck and head connection. All in all, she's shorter, but still probably a tad too tall. I know it seems like an excessive amount of work for a centimeter or so, but it was quite enjoyable, and in the end, whenever I look at her, I will know that I put the work into her, and that makes me feel quite happy with myself. So hope you liked the video, and if anything was confusing, just ask me in the comments and I'll try to get back to you.